final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us in San Jose, California, home to the San Jose State Spartans. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Stanford Cardinal. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the San Jose State Spartans offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Dropping back, it's Tollefson. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So Stanford's offense will take the field for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Pryor. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. It's Fenley. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Tollefson. They'll run the screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Quinn. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going to...
Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. They'll try the run. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Really short gain on that one, defense all over it. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They'll leave it with the lone back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The RPO, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Spartans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Jones to throw. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
The hardest thing to do in college football is tackle in the open field. These guys are so fast, so elusive. You just want to get them on the ground. You see the swing and the miss there. It leads to extra yards. So hard for a defense to get those guys on the ground.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll give it to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter. San Jose State is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Now the play fake. A little release to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. They're trailing by just 4 to USC.
Looking downfield on first down.
If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got his man. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to catch. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, remember, the defense allowed a rushing touchdown to this quarterback on the last drive, so a nice job making some adjustments on the sideline. They look like they've got a little bit of a better plan for him, and more people are more aware of when he's going to keep the football. That time, they don't just get a sack, but they generate a massive loss.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. Pulls in the deep ball. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Spartans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll pull it on the read. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll keep it himself. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse for this offense. 2 for 2 on this drive, and trying to do it again. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, San Jose State. terrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Jones to throw. Under fire. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They punted away on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got room to work. Quarterback gets past the marker. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Stanford quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Jones wants to throw it. He's going for the goal line. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Stanford!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Oh, he got it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Quinn. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. And the Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Tollefson. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Spartans will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Grab behind the line. It's Quinn. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. Smashes it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's just a simple blitz by the middle linebacker, and he's able to win up front. He sees the gap. He's able to beat his block and get to the QB.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on third down. Jones to throw. And they fail to hook up on third down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. From the gun, the ground game. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it from the gun. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Off play action on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. The inside handoff. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Jones wants to throw it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Here's the give off the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Going for the screen. Oh, and he intercepts it. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. No chance to run, but still a good gain. The Spartans in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
It's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Wants to fire on second down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Third and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Black. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Hands it off on the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Quinn. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Find some fresh air. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. They're going to go right back to him on first down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Leaves it with the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They could really use a few yards here on third down because from here it would be a 61-yard attempt. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Clemson is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 33 over South Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Marco. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They're dealing with a second and long. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. Fights off a defender. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. And listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Off the play fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Jones to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Looking to get it in. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Stanford! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. It's locked. Looking to the big tight end. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They just keep firing. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Wants to go up top. The short hands. It's Pryor. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Stanford to the line on third and long. He's looking to throw. Sets up the screen. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's second and 12. Here's the pressure. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the back. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but his defense forces a fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Dropping back, it's locked. Fires to the big fella. Guys, let's talk for a moment about San Jose State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right, and I wonder, because it was a rivalry game, did the losing team get a little overhyped? It just looked like they were pressing too much in this football game. They made too many uncharacteristic mistakes, and as a result, they take the L.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.